Hello friends and welcome to Black Ops 2. I'm your host Gnome Chomsky and today we are playing Sniper Rifle on Carrier? I think this is called Carrier. Team Deathmatch, of course. I mean, what else do I do in this game besides snipe? Because I love sniping. The sniping is so much fun in this game. It's probably the only thing in this game that isn't broken in terms of hit detection. Yeah, there are some fogey shots that happen, especially when you're trying to quickscope, but otherwise the hit detection is pretty on when you're using a sniper rifle. So yeah, that's what we're playing today. And first order of business, I have great news. If any of you care at all, I got my cast off, so my wrist is completely free. Oh, relatively. I'm still really stiff and sore. I can't move my muscles as I normally can, and I can't lift weights even though I didn't before. If you've seen my vlog videos, you'd know that I definitely don't lift weights. But I was planning on doing that to get some sort of a toned bod for summer, and I'm unable to do that now, which is kind of sad, but it's not like my life changes in any way. I didn't lift before and I won't lift now, so hashtag YOLO, I guess, or something, I don't know. So in terms of topics for today's video, I don't really have many set up beforehand, which is going to be sort of like the last video where I just sort of flibble-flabble around until I can figure out what I'm going to talk about, and that's what's going to happen in this video. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that I decided to make this video as opposed to the other video that I wanted to make when I got my cast off, and I don't know if you guys are still interested in seeing this. It's going to be sort of a little video of me showing off, but I wanted to do it's not really a vlog, it's just sort of a video of me solving the Rubik's Cube, because I'm able to do that. It's a little thing that I can do, and I can do it in under 2 minutes consistently, and I've gotten it under a minute a few times, but yeah, that was the video I was going to put out in celebration of my cast coming off, because I couldn't really solve the Rubik's Cube beforehand. One, because it hurt a lot, and two, because, you know, you just don't have the kind of mobility that you have when you have a cast on. So yeah, if you're interested in watching me solve the Rubik's Cube, feel free to leave it down in the comments section, and, you know, I'd like to show off for you guys. That'd be a fun time. Okay, I just came up with a new topic idea. I completely forgot to mention that Multi-PPL Productions, Hayden Hitman, my buddy Hayden, the oldest YouTuber out of me, Sir Gustavo, and him, has decided to sell his HD PVR. It's the gaming edition. I think it's HD PVR 1445. Comes with the component cables for your gaming device, the Xbox. Okay, I get it. Turn off the music. Turn it off. Turn it off. Please. Thank you. Please. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. My friend Hayden is selling the HD PVR. Comes with everything that came in the box. It's a very good deal. He's selling it for $125. If you would like to buy it, please contact me. Please personal message me, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. He's sort of put me in charge of selling it, and I don't mind that, you know. More fun, I guess. So yeah, if you're interested in buying an HD PVR, if you want to start making commentaries on the YouTubes, or if you want to just record movies and shows that you find on TV in high definition, let me know in the personal message inbox thing, mabob, you know. Yeah, so moving on to the next topic. Now, for essentially most of the remainder of this video, I wanted to talk about something that's very recent and sort of modern. I don't know if many of you guys have heard of this, but it's sort of become a big deal. There has been an explosion at the end of the Boston Marathon, and, you know, a lot of people put the blame on a bunch of different people. Some people say it's terrorists, some people say it's the government. That's not really what I'm talking about right now, even though I really don't think that blame should be put on anybody right now, because, you know, this is a tragedy. Right now we should just worry about recuperating and whatnot. But anyways, as I was saying, that happened a few days ago, maybe a week, I'm not quite sure. I'm not very good with keeping track of time, but I came home to my house right during the lunch period from my high school. You know, we have time off to eat lunch, as normal people do. And I wanted to turn on the TV so I could watch Sherlock, and I was like, yeah, Sherlock is going to be freaking awesome, because if you guys haven't seen Sherlock, it's a BBC series, so British Broadcasting Company, you know they come up with good stuff, and it's like the definitive Sherlock Holmes media, right next to the books, of course, you know, because the books are the books, but yeah, so it's a good series regardless. You guys should check it out. If you have Netflix, it's on Netflix. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So I go home, I turn on the TV, and my parents had it on the news channel because they like to watch the news in the morning, and, you know, that's perfectly fine. So I turn it on, and the news comes on, and they're talking about, like, essentially all I heard was, I turned on the TV and I heard over 100 injured, you know, confirmed deaths, and then immediately after I just turned on the Wii, started watching Netflix, started watching Sherlock, and that's so bad. I mean, if you hear anything about a death count, you need to listen. I mean, this really just shows the direction that we're going in as human beings when we stop caring about tragedies in our nation. Like, when those kinds of things, we just immediately move on to who the... Shut it off. Okay, seriously, my auto montage really needs to figure out the right times to chime in because those are terrible. Anyways, back to the serious topic. I'm sorry if I made you guys laugh while I was speaking seriously, but okay. If we just immediately, like, okay, I had no interest, like, the words death should typically pique the interest of a person, and it's really sad, and I realize now that I've actually gotten most of my news information in terms of, like, the world from Facebook. How bad is that? I mean, oh man, I mean, I think we just, as a whole, as society, need to just be more emotionally conscious to the other people in our world. And you know, if we don't have that kind of connection, what do we have? It's really like the world is gonna go down the crapper really fast. So yeah, that's my little spiel, my story. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry for being depressing. I didn't mean to be. I just think that it's really messed up that I didn't care that it said over 100 injured. More than 100 people were injured, and you know, 3 deaths I think is the total death count now. And it's just, I think we've become accustomed to just tragedy, and that's so bad. That's terrible. I feel like the rebound rate for tragedies is getting smaller and smaller. Like, you know, 9/11, we lamented for a really long time because that was a huge thing, and then progressively just we started caring less. That's just so bad. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go crazy on you guys because I know I typically do, but yeah, that's the story. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like. Maybe if this is the first video you've seen, subscribe, check out my other videos. Till next time, this is your host Gnome Chomsky, signing off.